Guys, welcome back. This is Jackie at All Things by Jackie. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe, and for the returnee, thank you so much for always tuning in. This is another awareness video that I want to make. Let me say I did not prepare for this one, but it's just something that came to my mind. As you guys can see, I didn't even do makeup or anything because I decided that, you know what, I want to talk about it, and I cannot wait to go and do makeup and then come back and the vibe is gone and I don't want to do it anymore, because that is what we always do, right? It's the holiday once again in Namibia, and this video is going to Namibia. I know other people can relate, but I'm making this one specifically for my Namibians, for stuff that happens and stuff. Like, I don't know, I think we're in denial or something, right? I know these things happen. We're all aware that these things happen, but we try to act like they don't. That is us. We act like they don't exist. Especially for my culture, the Herero people. Please, these things happen and it's not right for them to happen. Rape is real. It's the holiday. I feel like whenever the holiday comes, I just have these things of wanting to talk about this. Growing up, it's something that I went through as a kid, and I don't want other people to go through the same thing that I went through. So I feel like it's best if somebody keep talking about it. Maybe eventually people will understand what it means. People will hear what it is. Sometimes people are in denial because they don't want to believe it. Sometimes it's because they choose to live like that. Sometimes it can be so many reasons, you know. When you are in the holidays, don't forget to talk to the kids. This is my first point. You have girls' child, you have boys' child. These things nowadays, they don't only happen to girls, they happen both ways. So you should have that one-on-one conversation. Don't bring up all the kids together and then you go like, okay, Kabeshi Momuyame, Kimi, Apehe, like, you know, a whole team, and then you want them to express themselves to you in a group. They won't, because they're going to be shy. They are going to feel like other kids are going to judge them and stuff like that. So it would be best, sorry about that. So it would be best if you just take one-on-one and then you have a one-on-one conversation with each child at home. Because as like for my culture, the holiday like this is December, the kids go to their grandmas. There are like 10 whatever kids at home. It's a lot of kids at home. Trust me, we are human, right? If I have 10 kids in the house, I won't be eyeing on each kid like that. No, it's not possible, right? Which means I'll miss a lot of things. And the only way to know or not to miss a lot of things is by talking to them. If you talk to these kids, you will know what's going on in their lives. It's okay to talk about boys with kids, because eventually these kids are going to have their boys, they are going to have their girls. So it's okay. Talk about boys, bring out the conversation, make it comfortable for them to confide in you. Make it comfortable for them to want to say it out loud to you, because these things happen. Rape happen, and rape can be anything. Rape can be touching, comments, putting the thing in, like it's a lot of things, like unnecessary things, you know. Well, and then to us personally, we have those cousins things, Shiramwe, you know, no, you come to grandma, you are telling grandma, no, Topias touched me where, and grandma will be like, no, he's your cousin. No, please guys, you are killing them kids. You are killing them kids. You are not helping, you are killing them, and it's not right. And make it comfortable. This is point number 2. Make it comfortable for them to open up to you. As like we feel like if I come up to a kid just like out of nowhere, you never have this conversation. Out of nowhere, you show up and you're like, Danny, what is going? Do you have a boyfriend? You think they will open up to you? You don't even make jokes about these things, so they won't open up to you. You have to make it for them to be comfortable with you. This is gotta be like a joke that you guys have at home. You know, I know we don't, parenting is different. Each parenting is right, but you have to, I feel like good parenting is you making your child comfortable in confiding in you. If the kid is not comfortable in saying anything to you that they're supposed to be, like, you're supposed to be the protector. You're supposed to be protecting this kid. And if they are not comfortable to like in confiding or in talking to you, who will they talk to? These things are going to happen to them, and they are going to happen over and over and over again. And by the time you realize it, it's going to be too late. You might be able to meet a kid like me. It's not easy. Meeting a kid like me is not easy. Like right now, I'm talking for myself. Meeting a kid like me is not a joke, guys. You know, I was those kid growing up. Like there was this other guy. I don't. I really don't like opening up about my experiences and stuff. But sometimes it need to be said to open eyes to other people, right? There was this other guy. He was my cousin and stuff. And each time at home, he would be making comments like, "This wife of mine." Just that word alone, this wife of mine. My dear, my 10-year-old is no wife to anybody. You guys are cousins and whatever, right? But she's no wife to anybody. Cousins, and that's where it ends. There's no wife. She's no wife to anybody, my dear. She's not. That is me. Nobody, no grown ass man is gonna come and say, your child is my wife. Whose wife? Because those wife things is what we make them kids believe. And when these guys are touching them, they go like, your mama say I'm your wife, I'm your husband, your papa say I'm your husband. So these kids, they go like, oh, okay, mama said it. They're like, what, wifey and stuff, right? Happy and stuff. So mommy and daddy, they're always touchy. So when this one, they say he's my husband, if he's touching me, it's fine. And that is not right. It is what it is, guys. These things happen. Like, we feel different about these things. I'm supposed to be airing out a different video tomorrow, but this is the one I'll be airing because I just feel the need of talking about it. Like that cousin of mine, he would always make those funny comments. This guy, he went to a point where he started telling people in our village that he was my husband. Like, you understand what I mean? That is going to to a different extent. No, now he was not just saying it at home. He was saying it to everybody. And sometimes he would go like, hey, look at you. Like, I was a skinny girl with this big behind, right? I think I'll insert my picture here of how skinny I was before I even got big. I started getting big when I started using the contraceptive. That is when I was 17. That's when I started like piling on weight, and I had no choice, and I don't regret it. It's fine. And I had to go for these things because of the kind of things that I was going through in my life. And I was afraid of getting pregnant. And our parents, they have that thing of not believing us or not giving us the opportunity of opening up to them. So I was like, this guy, he would come, he would make funny comments. He would even, hey, at first, everything was fine because, he's my husband. He's your cousin. So he called me wifey sometimes. And whenever back in the days when somebody give you food, like leftovers food and stuff, it was a big thing because food was not really there all the time. We would eat porridge all the time. So whenever they have this and somebody give it to you, or he would even go to a konjatu and come back. And when he comes back, he will come with like a sausage and stuff. Somebody bringing you a ration from a konjatu, you made it in life. Back in the days, you made it in life. It used to feel like it's the biggest accomplishment of your life. But little did I know that this guy, he was just like weighing himself inside my heart, or like trying to make me believe that with him I should be comfortable, And what happened was, I had to come to a point where now I had to start defending myself because he started being touchy now, right? You are like standing there and he'll be starting touching your boobs and he'll be like, oh, my wife. I'm like, no, come on. We don't do that here. No, don't touch me. Why are you touching me? Like, it's very rare to get a kid like me. Kids that can stand up for themselves. My mom got married when I was 11. I think I was 11. Yes, my mom got married when I was 11. So when she went, I stayed with a grandma. So since my mom left, this is when this guy started all this nonsense. And to myself, I was like, you know what? Grandma was grandma. Like, she loved me so much and all those kind of things. But at the same time, she was also a hero woman where you cannot sit and say these things. She was not scary at all. You would say things to her, but it's just that there was no that communication thing. Like, Ask Hero. Like Hero will understand what I'm talking about, please. And this guy one day he came on to me. We were playing cards at home, and he was like, you know what? One day I'm going to stick these 2 fingers in your nose. Lord have mercy. And I said, you also have nose. And then him nose, he was referring to the bottom thing down there, right? But he was like, no, I don't have those kind of nose. I mean, those nose that bleed. I'm like, all nose bleed, It's like, no. Because I was stupid. I was 12. I'm like, no. Yeah. And he's like, no, I mean the other one. And by the time he was referring to that, I had no periods. So when he was talking about these things, I was not aware of these things. I started like learning about periods when I was like in grade 8. I never knew. I knew like people do get periods, which I never knew what it was, where it comes from. This is what I'm saying when I'm saying this is not the kind of conversations we have. Like right now today, I can sit with my girl. We do talk about all these things all the time. When I'm having cramps, when I'm having few mood swings of that moment of the month, my girl asked me, "Mommy, do you have blood?" She asked me, "Mommy, do you have blood?" And I'm like, yes, I do. Oh, okay, I can see. Then I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean you can see? You didn't see anything, right? She's like, no, I can see your mood swing. Whenever it's that time, you're always moody and, But you know what? I don't get angry because I open up that door to her so that we can be comfortable and so that she can be comfortable and be able. And I don't even shout at her when she's saying these things. One day she asked me in front of a lot of people and it was like guys. And I'm like, hey, Boo boo. It's just that these guys, they didn't understand what she was talking about. I was like, boo boo, we don't talk about those things in front of people. But why? What? Life happens, I was not even angry. I was laughing. I was like, we don't talk about those things in front of people. You only ask me that when it's just the two of us or it's just girls, in the house, but not with boys. Oh, okay, sorry, mama. That's what it is. But me at that age, I didn't know about anything. I had no idea about what it was and stuff. So him referring to me as sticking his nose in my VV while I don't even know what it was it's rude on its own. And he was a grown up man. By these things. You guys, the amount of things we go through as kids. I will never let my kid go through those nonsense. I can't. I went through them. It's enough. It's a good thing it happened to me and never had to happen to her because me, Jackie, I was those kid. If I wasn't those kid, these things happened to me 4 times and no man ever, they never went all the way there because each time I would speak up for myself. I would speak up. Me? Who do you think you're touching? The touching will be there. They're sticking whatever fingers in the thingy there. But one thing, I would always, there was this other guy that I had to fight. I fought, and I went to an extent where I was like, you know what? You want to rape me? Just go ahead. Because when you are fighting a man that is older than you and he's there on top of you, he's naked. He put, I'm lying down, he put one of his knee on one of my leg and he pulled the other leg of mine, so opening my legs like this. And I fought and he's a grown-up man and there was nothing I can do about it. I just, you know what, I gave up. I was like, you know what, I gave up. He was like, what do you mean you give up? I give up. I don't want to fight. I'm not fighting you. If you want to rape me, just go ahead and do it. Let's do this. But once we are done, you have 2 options. It's either you kill me or you go to jail. Because we are not going to do those hetero things of saying, no, we are going to pay you what kettles and stuff, cows, what money. I don't care about those things. Because those things, they won't bring back my dignity. You are taking a part, already just by you touching me, right? And you sticking your fingers in my VV, you already took something out of me. You already took a part out of me. So now you, apparently after you put your thing in me, now I have to accept some sort of payments. No, that payment we are going to sort it out with the government, with the law. People of the same strength. You think you are so powerful, right? I told him, I was like, and he was like, what do you mean? So you don't really want this? I'm like, I don't want it. You are forcing yourself on me. Why do you think I want it? You have to give me a chance of me wanting to do it with you. But I don't want it. Why are you forcing yourself on me? And these things, when I talk about, this is the reason why I don't really talk about my experiences when it comes to rape. People who never had to go through these things, they don't understand, and they feel like we are being dramatic when we are being protective. You know, like, guys, I get so angry when I'm talking about this. I get so much angry because people think we are being dramatic. People think like, nah, the person didn't put his D in your VV, so to hell with that. That is not enough, because up to now I'm traumatized to a point where like I'm even afraid of leaving my girl with any guy because I don't know what's gonna happen. Because it's something that was invented in me and not by God, by stupid human beings who feel like they have power over everything just because they're your cousins. No. Guys, no, these things have to stop. I'm not asking anybody who went through the experience to talk about, like, come out and talk about how you were raped or how you was almost raped or whatever. No, that's not what I'm talking about here. But what I'm talking about here right now, this minute, is the fact that you guys, this thing is real. They happen. Talk to the kids. Talk to the kids. It's that simple. Like, if you're the kid, even if the kid is like me, right? They would also need that support person. They need that support buddy, like just somebody who can understand them. And then when these things happen, like when it happened to me, like the guy that I'm saying, I told him that I was gonna call, could report to the police and stuff, right? After that, he got, that was the I think it was when I was 7. Yeah, I was still 17. Yeah, I was still 17. I was like, you know what? I have to go for contraceptive, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, why are you going to contraceptive? This same guy who almost raped me without a condom, he's sitting there asking me why I need to go get protection so that I won't get pregnant in case I got raped by a stupid human being like him. Guys, you know, the amount of things we go through, girls, you guys, you don't understand. The amount of things we go through, you guys, you won't understand, and you will never understand. So don't sit there and judge when somebody's going through these things or talking about this, because there are going to be a lot of people that are going to judge this video and say, so why are you talking about this? Why are you sharing your experiences? And this is just 2 experiences that are just open up. But the thing is, these things, they do happen. And this same guy, right, when after doing all these things to me, like the last guy, he made it seems like, hey, you guys, you don't understand. I just want to kill somebody. Like, you guys, you don't understand. You guys, you want to understand. You want, like, this video, we are not going to cry, like, and to do all those things. But you just don't understand. This guy, he went ahead and tried to convince everybody, the whole nation, that I was. And those people, like, he convinced, right? There's people that are very, very close to my heart. I love them up to today. And I also feel the need, like, sometimes I also want to talk to them. Like, you guys, you have girls. Please have time. Allow room for these girls to talk to you about certain things. These guys, they call me. I went to their houses. Instead of them sitting there and asking me, okay, girl, what happened? Or, girl, why are you acting in this, like, you know? Why are you acting like this? I was never given this opportunity of opening up and talk about these things. Never. Like, I was never. You come there and all this is bunch of guys and they're all being judgmental and they are just there talking to you however they feel like. You are going to get get pregnant, and you are going to be a nobody. You are going to... Yeah, you know, you guys, I can't, I just, guys, please talk to the kids about these things. Don't be those kind of people that feel like, if these things happen, if the kids fall, if these things happen, or if somebody come on to you and say, no, your girl was eyeing at me like this, don't go to the girl and start scolding the girl and start screaming, why are you looking at Uncle? Like, who's Uncle? They are just Uncle in your eyes. In my eyes, they are not Uncle because that is not how they are acting. You see your girl is acting a specific way with a certain guy, but then at the same time you sit and you're like, Why do we don't, like us, like personally, my culture, we don't give room to the kids to open up, to talk. Give the kid the opportunity to open their mouth. That is why they get their mouth, so that they can use it. Ask, baby, why, like, there are a lot of people here, why are you acting a certain way with Petrus? They will tell you, no, it's because if you come on very well, this kid will tell you, like this thing I'm talking about, like that happened to me, right? My stepfather, he came on to me and he said, I want to have a conversation with you. Because it was me, my mom, and him. And I was not talking, I was just crying and all those things, right? He came on to me and he said, I want to have a conversation with you. I said, okay. And him, right? Because me and him, mind you, he got married to my mom, and then my mom went and stayed with him, and I stayed behind, so we didn't have that relationship. But he made it very, like, clear to me that he was there to protect me. He was like, I'm trying to protect you, and I cannot protect you if I don't know what's going on in your life. So in order for me to protect you, you have to talk to me. Do you understand where is this coming from, right? You understand how that I was like, like from being groomed and all the way up, I had nobody talking to me like that. And now I'm with this guy who got married to my mom, who happened to be now my father. He's sitting there assuring me that he's going to protect me with his life. You understand? Like, this is, now you understand what I'm talking about. So because he was talking to me in that manner, my heart had to, like, opened up to him. And I'm telling him that, no, this is what happened, and this A, B, and C. Because he made it, like, he made me believe in him. He made me confide in him because he opened that door. Like, you understand what I'm trying to say? He opened the door for me to talk to him in that way. So I just told him what happened. This is what happened, A, B, C, and D. That's it. You understand? Now you understand where this is coming from, right? I told him what happened. No, this is what happened. I never had to talk about A, so I never had to talk about A, B. I had to talk about C. So because there's A, B, C, and D, right? Now, because at this stage, we're talking about C. So I had to talk to him about C, what happened. And he believed, like you guys, he believed me. That is what you need. Now, as when a kid come to you and tell you, Uncle, who is touching me, you start beating the child. If the kid come to you and tell you, who, my brother is doing this, you start scolding the child. These things happen, guys. It's the holiday. Talk to the kids. It's fine. Like with me, it happened with me. I cried. I see these people. I want to kill them sometimes, but I tell myself that I'm not going to kill anybody because I'm a child of God and I'm supposed to be healed from these things. And I pray over them, and prayer helps. But these things, they keep coming back from time to time. Like right now, I'm just sitting in the couch and I'm like, I was sitting right there. That couch there is where I was sitting. But I said, you know what? Let me just take my phone and raise awareness. I would keep raising awareness when it comes to rape. It's just that I can't mention people's name, but I will keep raising awareness. I will keep talking about rape. I'll keep sharing my experiences about rape. Rape is real. And it doesn't only happen with cousins and uncles and stuff. It happens with brothers and sisters. Your kids at home. Hey, Lord Jesus Christ. Like the way I'm feeling heavy in my heart right now, and sometimes it feels so wrong because when the kid come on to you the first time and you don't believe them, and the second time it happened, even the first time it happened, you start feeling like a failure. You are failing this kid because you are supposed to be protecting this kid and you are not. You are supposed to be the pillar for this kid and you are not. You are being a total failure to your kids. That's what it is. You are being a total failure to your kid. Talk to the kids about sex. Talk to the kids about rape. These things happen all the time. And tell them that rape is not only when somebody put their thing in you. Rape is everything. When somebody touch you, when somebody make a comment, when somebody is eyeing at you in a different way. Rape is rape. It is what it is. Even if we don't want to believe it, rape is rape. I'm like, sometimes I just feel like I could just be maybe or over there just to sit ehingire oshapume fulo kuhingira nokuheno kunjachwa iyo mundu kani nokushavi ongwa shimo shavi ongwa shimo hingire kashikwa shike ongwa shimo shi TV pono kuheno kuripura kushavinu kashikwa shike shimba hingire ni mafolavi menda kushavi ovinambinu. It also peno the feelings that oveni etofovandu or feeling or feelings and we no of apo aside like this odoranjo okusha tufapo ndiwe uri nini onje mafe kuriwa number 1 priority we odoro feelings adwendanu of apo meni remember and then o consider feelings amundu ngwaro ngubango kukushera onju tutoro kufapo mulungu wetu wenambi aremba tunambere kushabi amomuni amomundu before kuri protect omuni pothe kushabi twango ku protect wandu mbare mena makuma wa hama moshabi like in my situations, right? Mama wanje aminu omukando mufiona uri like you know for, like I'm not going to lie. Mama wanje mukando muthiona uri no shife kurano kamukando imariva no kana varo kurano njara no that's not what I'm saying. Marapo mo family peka vanhu bekushavi kashikwa shikengo mundu ovimariva momono okushavi mena kushavi kashikwa shikengo mundu ovimariva no ovanda ve they worship his ground. You understand what I mean? Uno the how to no the nju ono vikwa mama doesn't have those, right? Okusha oveshwa hamanu yo my heart is beating hard. Oveshwa hamanu wete kushavi okay kashikwa shikengi wanje chitini kapena muno makambura mwe mena mashishiti mashuri waino muthiona matho kutunina ya mutunina koshikwa yangu hena shina nyokona thinga like that's what it is to us, right? Nyokona thinga mutunina koshikwa obo shikwa shokusha utunove. You understand what I mean? Kashikwa shikengo nguno imariva kashikwa shikengo nguno mukaendu engwa shitabi no mukaendu wenano bina bya bihembe no obinambe ko emashiti ofio kushabi oveshimo hingirenu kushabi mbashitwe shina horive makoma yemu kushabi ovekono kuto kuchira mena shabi nyoko muthiona Ofiona wanyo kwa kono kushavi kono ukara no shinepo mena shinepo unashono kushavi nyoko muthiona poka muthiona shinepo sho unasho. I have it. I can stand up. I have it. Who doesn't have it? You know? Kushavi omundo muthiona poka muthiona no ponganda mo family inambe tuthuko pita mu inambe uyo vambiuri inambe binabe uyo aminu. I'm so pissed right now. Inambe obinabe uyo va ovi poroporo uri. We have to get out of those nonsense. Mako vika shikwa shikengu mutumbe panganda okushopuwa bana bebe wochiponga raunda ye nongarire mashito iporoporo kushagenda kumunika chamashito iporoporo mena shavi urando ruhere urando ushitavi pakashitivi no those things have to stop. Although nonsense already ngatuyeruke muiporoporo memgotono tuhame tuhingire kuno vana shevetu tuvezo vithe kushavi amishimba hamambano amimeku protect ano munyo wanje. If I have to stand between you and Ngana, I will stand. It is what it is. Shondo the method with the kama family no eshavi amhino kushitwe shina horive po mashwanje gane kushitwe shina horive no eriro mundo muvina mena kushavi mberi feka meno muni. Like at this stage where we are right now, you also have to make it a priority kwa muni kushavi ami wa feelings ayanje no vana shevanje no. I don't care ovandumba bare maganji farere de uridi Govana shevwe wambero priority wanu bamu hakane shinga fa hakane ne fia paka hitandanu on December maperi wa Christmas ama peshita bi fia pombor kamba maperi wote mapeshita bi atianderembo shimba ngombo mashwanjo mbora homa maka obapona mi pothe kusha makabi bahama meka shose kusha bi me protect our feelings ya Petrus amena kusha Petrusa. Where is Petrus going to be on brother hinge? On brother him, people on brother. Like right now, you understand what I mean? This is what I'm talking about right now. Let's say if anything had happened, or yes, things did happen, right? Okay, kuangela kashikwa shikengo amino kuhingira mena kushabi angela kashikwa shikengo uni mariva okusha hino kuhingira kwa memwina yapuwe mwina ehirifa pe yeshitivi no. And then after that baronda mondera puno na shivanje mimbi Canada ni na shivanje. Where is that angle? Gumesho so ku protect shavi hino kuhingira shimashito shina horiye kwa nashivanje memwina already opuwe dako mena kushoni mariva mena kushashike mena kushamamunika navi. What about my kid? Ni baronda mondera mimbi Canada puno na shivanje bebari marashimbe hino ku protect my protector yune. This is what I'm talking about. Magoman mukamba mamu protector angela kashikwa shike. Mba mashingo mashwa kashikwa shike reka kashikwa shike ngongo imariva kana tuhingire ko binambyo puo mo futwa ngombe maika kodora ye. Shimba no go to dongo maika kodora. Who benefit from this? Hambo inabyo selfish our parents are don't wambyo magobi makafutwa ngombe nji makafutwa yipisha ngombe oigari wa oveni ngombe nji it have nothing to do with you. Ngwa shere wo ove ngwara ro ove wakavaro kushipina mbethana. Pothe kushavi makavi mothuthwe ngombe kushopo mwini memwino igwe no over nonsense ando ngathi ande mundu anje no like this was supposed to be a very peaceful video no kokuraise awareness mara inambe vichitwa kuvaherero inokushuwa mihoko that I'm not going to sit here and speak for other culture. I'm going to sit here and speak for my culture. Inambe vichitwa kuvaherero mavechitwa ngundwe mavechitwa irumbirwe mutena kwe boshi kwashwe mavechitwa iyo wangangela mavechitwa iho muningwe kukwati inambe vichitwa uliri kwa vandu alika chito mundu no urumo wangandaro you know vishitwa these things happen kusha kashikwa chikengo ni mari yapake na mari vanu oenendo oinambe vinepo vivarinda kurama kusha ngo murumendo no chinepo shwa mamu kanu no chinepo hani shimatu yapo vinepo no kapeno kusha vinga mutu mepo mutyo nawe kapepo uri nambe vishitwa ngaduri vite kusha vinu vinambe vishitwa ngatu hingire kuno vana she ngatu protect vana she vetu ngatu pite moyo vamba ukambro ngamba ko mashwa shero amukambro ngombe no ngatu pite moyo nonsense anda mugoto ngatu pite mo ngatu yeruruke mo ngatu hingire vana she vetu. Talk to the kids. These things happen. Talk to them. Assembly, please. Like, ngatuhingire mugotu, ngatuhingire kunona shebetu, oinambe vikaenda kwa murungu. Kusho muthandu po mukathona. Imagine nani, itinga tengo onye mutu farinu, wari kushavi omurumendu shero mukaendu. Ni tulimo yo kushavi omurumendu shero mukaendu, omurumendu shero murumendu, omukaendu shero murumendu, oinambe vishitwa urijimbi, oinambe ariro vina bikanda beba yuba ana hambo binambe shina haro no shitu hashi wanu wa affect ya njigara ponu oshina shishima shishitwa kwa mashenu shishitwa ngando masha odo kumileva ko shavi oshina yishiri na wana ngwari amishime shitu kwa mundu ware okusha mena shavi shina shishitwa kove odo guri bibetha ko shavi okay amimba shitwa ni pombe shitwa ni mena shwa mashenu obashwa odo bibetha ko shavi amishime shitwa ni peri na wakapenomba okusha odo guri bibetha ko shavi okay ameshimeshitwa nembere na wakusha no shimeka shita uri komundu waro hambo apekara bashiri. You guys, let me just leave this conversation. I mean, anambia mi vinji pindike taketu pauri vinji pindike taketu mena kusha vinu orvi wetu wahitithwa viporo porombio au thuvithwa viporo porombio atu hashwa kushanga tushitevi mukumuna kusha vinu honu oudo kumuna shavi nangwari mbere na wauri no hoshim ameshimeshitwa nangwari ovina uri mithoko shitwa nanu odo kumuna shavi okay no hangwari meno kushita uri ko mundu harmena ushaka mi vishitwanu and nothing happens kapena mundu hingira kapena mundu kushita vi kushwendo ino malanu amemeno kushita ko mundu har onambe onu oshinga vika onje mutu no kamosekela nje ni mosekela nyamutu no kanji hanyuma mude poba nashi yeah namude bwana shi. And I'm not here to sit and just act like I'm holy and all stuff like that. No, life like maranu amushiti nambe mbi no goto gochito protective and even with your life mukuru emu trust and ndo mbonu those bundles of joys the way God put them in your hands like this right there in your corner. It is what it is. And I'm supposed to be uploading this video tomorrow, but I'm not sure if I'll upload it tomorrow. Maybe I should just do it today, because right now the way I'm feeling, I feel like I should just upload it today. Beto go upload and you know shavi wa live ashinga karana you have this message that you want to deliver or hand deliver ndio muno shavi me can deliver muka chire ya over panjo kona yo and you call like I'll just deliver another day, and that another day never happened. So I'm going to deliver because I remember hitoka video no, but I don't care. I'm going to still like on YouTube already. I don't care. I've been working back work upload a video, even 1,000 videos a day. So this one I'm going to upload it right now, this minute. I will just cut it off here and upload it. I'm so sorry for this message. If I would happen to offend anybody in some type of ways, I'm apologizing, but it is what it is. That is how I feel, and I'm not taking anything back. I'm not. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.